What's up, my friends? Let's talk about dessert. In a world with so many delicious foods, how is it possible to enjoy those foods and not let it have a negative impact on our health or our confidence? Can we really have our cake and eat it too? I absolutely believe that we can. A lot of people think when they learn that I'm a weight loss coach that either I don't like dessert or that I'm judging them for it. And first of all, I don't have time to sit back and judge everyone for what they eat. I think that you're already judging yourself for what you're eating. And second of all, I love dessert. My personal favorites are things that are warm and gooey and cakey, like brownies, and I love frosting, and I love ice cream, and I definitely, just because I identify myself as a healthy person, doesn't mean that I have to cut those things entirely out of my life, and you don't have to either. So a lot of the ways that I see people approach desserts is a way that isn't even very enjoyable, right? I see people eating desserts unconsciously or just mindlessly in front of the TV. They're not even properly tasting it. I see them eating it with a lot of guilt behind it, just impulsively due to social obligation, just because they're surrounded by a big group of people, or they don't want to offend someone, or they eat it to drown out uncomfortable emotions. And none of these ways are very enjoyable. You're not really enjoying those desserts in the first place. So, what is my approach? First of all, I do not ever call an indulgence in a dessert a cheat. A cheat implies that I'm doing something naughty or that food is bad, inherently bad. And it also implies that I don't love the healthy lifestyle that I am living, that I feel the need to cheat on it because it's not good enough for me in some way. So instead of a cheat, I call my dessert eating joy eats. So the criteria for a joy eat is it must be planned 24 hours in advance. It's only my very favorite things. There's no guilt allowed. I enjoy it 100%. And as far as the frequency, I usually eat a joy eat once a week. So if someone offers me just like a cookie at random, if I have a Ziploc bag and I can put it in there, then I do, because it can wait until later, right? And I never eat things like Tootsie Rolls anymore, just impulsively, because I don't even think Tootsie Rolls taste that great. Maybe you do. Personally, not a big fan of Tootsie Rolls. And sometimes I eat more than one joy eat a week, sometimes I eat less. It all just depends on, for you, what frequency of eating those foods is going to get you the result that you want in your life. So, a lot of us make this question of how many desserts I can eat a week a lot more complicated than it needs to be. But really it's very simple. And I think it's more important not how much of something you're eating or what you're eating as it is how you think about what you're eating and what you make it mean about you. Because I see a lot of people making it mean that you're addicted to sugar, you don't have any willpower, you are gluttonous, you're a failure, you're never going to get this. And that way of thinking about it is not helping you. It's just turning you to eat more ice cream because you're avoiding you beating yourself up with those foods. So I would offer to you that the next time you make a mistake and you overeat a little, that instead of making it mean something about you, you make it mean that this is a skill that you are still learning. And now that you have overeaten a little bit, you can use this as a learning experience so that you can find out what's going on for you and change that and do something better the next time. So, I want to offer to you, I want to invite you, I just created a free guide. It's called the 3 Phases to Long-Term Successful Weight Loss. and you can check it out. I've linked it in the description, and I'll give you a hint here. Phase 1, most people skip over it because they don't know how to do it. Phase 2, a lot of people are doing it wrong. And Phase 3, people don't get to enjoy because they've skipped over Phase 1 and Phase 2. So this will give you kind of some steps that you can start today to help you to have that better relationship with food and yourself and your food, so that you are thinking about it in a way that is serving you. So I'll see you next week.